but yeah, I will just start the recording, and then Martin, it's over to you. Any questions? Please drop them in the chat, and we will reply as fast as possible there. But Martin, you can take it away now.
Thank you very much, Anders, and welcome to everyone. It's great to see so many joining this webinar. And as Anders said, I will take you through our full smart collaboration lineup, but we'll be focusing on the ThinkSmart Core solution and our Cam and Bar. I will start doing some PowerPoint slides. Afterwards, I will do some live demo. And in the end, we will walk through our ThinkSmart Manager software, where you can manage and control all the meeting rooms by a cloud solution. So, but let's hit it. And as probably all of you are aware, you know, the way that we are working on today is much different than if we look less than 2 years back. So this hybrid way of working is definitely going to be, you know, the new normal way of working. So just like today, I'm sitting in my home, some is in the office, others is probably working from home as well. So this was not the common way to do this kind of meetings or setups just 2 years ago. And if we look into all the end users, so all the companies, you know, they're doing exactly the same. And 80% of all companies asked, they are definitely going to look into this. How are we going to work in the future? We have seen that people are well aware and well capable of working from home. So should we do a setup where people have that opportunity? And there's a lot of benefits in that, both for the company and for the employees. So this is not going to be that people are working from home all the time, but more a solution where they work from home maybe 1 or 2 days a week, and then in the office 3 days a week. This, of course, this is if you want to be a green company, this you know, you will reduce your CO2 emission. So there's of course a benefits in that, but also if you count your square meters and, you know, how should your office be like, then you can reduce the amounts of square meters that you need to have to facilitate all the employees. And we have seen a lot of companies really doing a lot of thoughts about this. How can we work smarter and how can we work in this hybrid way? When we look into the employees, of course, this gives a really big opportunity of the work-life balance, where you can work from home some of the time and you can work in the office to be social with your colleagues. And of course, some tasks makes more sense to do when you are at the office. But really important is that, you know, when you do these kind of remote working, you know, then you need to have a good quality of the video meetings. So it's not the best that if some people are working from home, then, you know, they're using their built-in camera, their built-in microphones, their built-in speakers on their compute. You know, this whole setup just gives a bad experience for those who are in the office and also for the persons working from home. If you are having, just like me, a lot of Teams meetings during the day, then you maybe don't want to wear a headset all the time, because just to get this better sound and better microphone quality, you would probably like to have, you know, just when you're working, you have the good quality right there. So with that said, you know, I won't talk too much about all these statistics and numbers, just, you know, everyone is talking about it. And of course, this is because it's the reality. This is how things are changing into. So when you are working from home, we have Microsoft launched 1 year ago a lineup or a solution within the Teams environment called Teams Display. And a Teams Display, I mean, we were the first one to launch a solution within that called the ThinkSmart View. The ThinkSmart View have been here for more than 1 year, so it was actually launched before Microsoft even had the software ready. This is up and running today, and this is a product group that will expand in the future with more solutions, bigger screens, you know, maybe 27 in monitor with this Teams display software built into, and so on. So the Microsoft Teams display we have had this ThinkSmart View for, as I mentioned, more than 1 year, and we have been the only one on the market with this kind of solution for a long time. Other vendors will come as well with more Teams display solutions, and again, we will bring in new solutions during next year as well. So it is a dedicated Teams solution. The ThinkSmart View is an 8-inch display with a built-in great camera, great microphones, and a fantastic speaker. So you don't need the headset that is shown on the picture, but you can attach that through Bluetooth if you are using it in an office environment. But I would say working from home, this is a perfect companion together with your laptop, because you have the whole Teams application right there next to you. You can do more or less all the functionalities you can do in your Teams app on your PC. You can just do that from this external display. It gives a lot of nice features and just makes it more easy. And again, important that the camera quality and your microphone quality into that meeting room where all your colleagues are, that is going to improve a lot versus wearing, I would say, it's much better than a lot of headsets, and of course, much better than if you use the built-in in your laptop. With that said, I will move into the meeting room solutions. And Lenovo been in this category with collaboration hardware for a little more than 3 years now. I have been here for exactly 3 years, and when I started, we had just one product called the ThinkSmart Hub 500. That one went end of life approximately 1 year ago and was replaced by this one just called the ThinkSmart Hub. So the overall, I mean, this is a all-in-one device for meeting room solutions. So we are the only one having this kind of solutions in the market today. Not a Teams room solutions, a lot of guys have that, but we have the display and the speakers, the microphones and the compute built into one device. So it makes it both really affordable for the customers to equip a meeting room, but also, less cables, less problems. That is like the mantra in the meeting room solutions. And all you need to do to this one is to add a camera. So if we just take this and compare it a little bit with the old Hub 500, that one had a pickup range on the microphones and an audio quality and was certified up to 2.5 meters, which made it suitable for small meeting rooms. This one, which is, we have improved the speaker and the microphones a lot. So it is certified for 4.5 meters, which means that, most of the sound bars on the market today, they have certifications for 3.5, 4.5 meters. And this one, you don't need to add a sound bar to get a great sound quality in the meeting room or to get great microphone pickup. You have everything built into this device. So it is certified to cover what Microsoft call large meeting rooms, and that is up to 18 persons. To do that, the device would have to be in the center of the meeting room table. Then it can cover 4.5 meters in each direction. So 9 meters in total, and 9 meters. When Microsoft do these kind of calculations, it is 9 persons on each side, and that's why it has the certification for up to 18 persons, which is a large meeting room. Most customers will probably install this at the end of the table, and then it is, of course, for a smaller meeting room up to 10 persons. And what we say is, this is small, medium. You will probably use this device. So from 2 to 10 person meeting rooms, you won't need to add any external speakers or microphones. The only thing you need to add to the ThinkSmart Hub is the ThinkSmart Cam. And the ThinkSmart Cam is a AI 4K meeting room solution camera. So it is quite small, but it has a lot of technology built into the camera. So we have the speaker tracking, we have people counting, we have auto framing, and we have a lot of a few other features as well. But I will do some live demo of the camera, and then you will be able to see what I'm talking about here. So with the AI chip, we are able to give a lot of information also from the meeting room and into our software. So it has this people counting facility. That means that it will detect how many persons who is in the meeting room. It will keep track on the time, how long time is the meeting held, and all these kind of things. So it will provide that information into the software. The camera is shipped with everything included in the box. So we have wall brackets included, and it has the small clips on top, so you can just mount it on top of the display. It also have a VESA mount included, so you can mount the camera directly to the screen. You would probably do that if you are making these kind of solutions where you can take the whole solution and the screen, move it from one meeting room into another meeting room. Then you have the easy mounting installation possibilities here. Also, it has a magnet in the bottom. So if you want to create this more all-in-one solution together with the bar that you see in the bottom, then there's also a magnetic field on that bar. So you can just stick the camera straight onto the bar and you have this much more, all-in-one solution look-alike. But we decided not to build everything in one product, because if you have an 86-inch screen in a meeting room, you just, the bottom of the screen will be way too low. So that if the camera was built into the bar there, then you would probably have the camera filming under the table instead of on top of the table. And the camera, to get the best quality of a meeting room cam, it should be as close as your height of your head. So, and if you don't have the possibility to do it at exact head height, then it should be above and not under. So together with the cam, we have launched the ThinkSmart Bar as well. And this ThinkSmart Bar is really a super powerful sound bar. It differentiates quite a lot from the other sound bars that we see out there, because this one is certified to cover 8.5 meters, both on the microphone pickup range and also on the speakers. It comes in two different versions. So the bar is more or less the same, but the standard bar is just the bar with built-in microphones, and the Bar XL is the same. It's the same bar. We just added a possibility to attach two table microphones, and we have included those in the package of the XL bar. So it's not possible to add microphones afterwards to the standard bar, but with the XL bar, you get the two microphones when you purchase it. This bar also comes with, the mounting that is needed. So it has small feet, so it can stand on a shelf. It have wall mounting included in the box, and it also have the same VESA mount possibilities as the camera does. Both the camera and the bar is being shipped with a 5-meter USB connection. So this is USB cable, but it's display link cables, which also makes it possible to do quite long distances without loss of any signal. So 5-meter cable is included in the box, but 10-meter cable is available at distribution. And I think the price point for the 10-meter USB cable at also is around €30. So it's not like, that some of these USB cable technologies, if it have to be fiber optic and all these kind of things, then you're talking more like €300. But with the display link that we're using, is it only like €30. So super easy to, if you need more than 5 meter, then it's cheap and it's easy to get that. Moving into our newest product in this collaboration family, which is our ThinkSmart Core. So, it's an MTR for Windows solution, just like the Hub 500 and the Neo Hub, but it's not a all-in-one device. This is more a scalable device. So all our colleagues out there, our competitors out there, they have this kind of configuration, right? Where you have the display for itself and you have the compute for itself, which of course gives some advantages. And again, for smaller meeting rooms, I think that the Hub is the right solution to choose, because at a really good price, you will get that full meeting room kit. But for larger meeting rooms, when you need to add additional speakers, additional microphones anyway, then of course the Core solution here makes a lot of sense. Also, some people think that the design of the Core where you only have the display on the table, is better than having both the compute and speakers and display standing there. So the core compute or the core solution comes in two different versions. There's the top one here is the base bundle. So it's just the touch display and the compute. So, I mean, the full solution for Teams, of course, but if customers already have microphones and speakers installed, then you can just choose this one. I mean, all of these kind of solution is installed, on a PC with a Windows 10 IoT platform. Both the core and the hub have 4 USB ports, so you can connect, more or less any kind of cameras, any kind of microphones and speakers. We always recommend something that is approved by Microsoft Teams or certified, but in general, this is a Windows compute and works with USB components. In the bottom, we have the full room kit. So this is where you get the display, the compute, the XL bar, and the camera in one package. And of course, if you should purchase the base kit with the XL bar and the camera, the list price would be higher than if you purchase everything in one package. So looking into the solution here, because I mean, we have those two solutions. So on the left, the full room kit, in the middle, the base kit, and on the right side, we are showing the compute by itself for OEM partners. And the reason why we are showing this is that, I mean, even that we only been in this collaboration business for 3 years, then we've been in the PC business for maybe not 100 years, but it feels like it since the good old days with IBM. So we are really skilled in building PC for your business, compute who can work hour after hour and just continue being stable. So the ThinkSmart Core compute have been recognized to be probably the best solution on the market to do these kind of meeting rooms. And both some of our colleagues out there have decided to base their MTR solutions on our compute. So if you today buy a Logitech Tab solution, it will be powered by the Lenovo compute. If you choose a Poly G10 and etc., then it will be powered by a Lenovo compute. And also, if you buy the newest Creston solution, it is also powered by a Lenovo compute. So, we have expanded our PC into a lot of our colleagues out there, and we are quite proud that that they have recognized us to do the best solution for these kind of meeting rooms. So we are having a super stable product here, and very excited about that. So a short look into the core compute. So it's quite slim compute. It has wall brackets included in the package as well. So it's super easy to install it behind the display in the meeting room on the wall. It has small VESA mounts built in, so it fits really well there. All the cabling is handled inside this small lid, and those light gray hooks you see here where the cable comes out, this is securing that people are not able to drag out the cabling. So the lid, of course, is closed, so no one can take out cables, and that is quite important in meeting rooms, because if a meeting room typically doesn't work, that's because someone have been taking out cables or taking out power supplies or something like that, and we can prevent that with this solution here. One of the key things where we are differentiating our core solution versus our colleagues or competitors is that we have decided to build the HDMI ingest into the compute part here. We know everyone else is using the HDMI ingest on the display on the wall or on the table, but to get the most stable connection when you are sharing content, if you're sharing a video and some sound files and stuff like that into a meeting through the HDMI, it is just much more stable to do it directly into the compute, so you don't have that extra cabling, that your signal have to go through. So the way it works here is super stable, and we also On the core compute, we integrated the Iris graphics from Intel. What this basically means is that if you are sharing a video into a Teams meeting, the rendering of that is happening in the Teams environment to secure the best quality. But on the core compute, we can render it directly on the compute, so it doesn't have to be handled in a cloud environment or a Teams environment, which again gives much more stability, and you don't see all that lacking when you are showing a video and sound that doesn't match the voices of the people. So yeah, a super powerful compute here, and with the right graphic cards, with the right HDMI ingest. So there's a lot of design and thinking behind this this piece. Moving into the touch controller itself. So this is a 10-inch display. It has the integrated infrared sensors built in. So again, the infrared sensors, I think everyone have that, but I really like that this is part of it, because it makes, when you enter a meeting room, the display register movement, it automatically turns on. It sends out a signal through the compute and directly into the display on the wall. So an HDMI CEC signal that makes the display on the wall turn on as well. So the user experience will be just go into the room and everything will turn on automatically. It's the same on the hub, it's the same on the core, it was the same on the hub 500, so nothing extraordinary and new here, but super important. So, if you are selling this solution to customers that maybe are considering a bring your own device solution, then I think this is definitely one of the arguments as well. The display can be installed in two different ways. So it can be standing like this, quite upright, or it can be easily just flipped over, and then it will be much more, flat on the table. The software on the screen will, of course, automatically rotate, and this screen is connected through USB-C, and we are shipping it with a 10-meter USB-C cable, and we will soon have a 15-meter cable available. So the USB-C cable in the screen is also mounted, so it's not possible to take it out, but it's possible to replace by unscrewing this one. So just a short look into how does the packaging actually look like, because since we have all the brackets inside the included for the camera, included for the bar, then we decided to include everything in this full box here, and we get all cabling, all brackets, everything included in one part number, making it super easy to control, that you have all you need, that we have supplies of everything, that, it's just one order number to order, then customer will be ready to go. And if you are going out there to do the installation, you will be sure that you have everything. The only thing that you could add on could be because this is of course with the 5-meter USB-C cable, USB cables for cam and bar. And if you want to have the 10-meter, then of course you should add that on top. But again, if it's the core solution that you are selling, the compute will most likely be quite close to the bar and the camera, and then the 5-meter would be plenty. It's the same story with the base kit, of course. So just a smaller box, but you have all the brackets for mounting the compute on the wall and all the cables and everything in that box as well. Any question, Anders, for the ThinkSmart Core, hub, cam, and bar?
Yes, we have received 2 questions. One, finding an available smart hub near you only works when or if you are the authorized meeting leader of the meeting. So if I'm joining a meeting where I can't add users, then it won't find the available smart hubs near you. Will the Core Smart be able to find the Core Smart in meetings where you aren't the leader?
I mean, if I understand the question right, I mean, this is a Teams thing. So depending on how your Teams environment is set up and what Microsoft allows to do in in the Teams environment. They are the one deciding this. It's not a hardware specific solution. Both the core and the hub is basically, capable of doing exactly the same things. The core compute is a bit more powerful than the hub, but it's the team software who is opening up for these kind of things. So both of them have the proximity sensor and the Bluetooth beaconing, so you would be able to detect your device with your laptop or phone or whatever you are using for having a Teams meeting.
Okay. Second question, does HDMI ingest support wireless display adapter?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
So you can attach, basically anything you want into that. Some is using AirTame, some is using Bargo ClickShare, some is using wide-eye. So it supports all these kind of things, both on the hub and on the core compute. And exactly, since the HDMI ingest on the core compute is in the PC itself, then if you are doing one of those Bargo ClickShare, etc. solutions, then if the HDMI was on the display, you would need to do all that connections on the meeting room table, creating a lot of cable hasslement. And because the HDMI is in the compute, it can be done directly on the wall. Another thing is that Microsoft Teams, Microsoft wants to make the HDMI ingest disappear, not physically, but they would, they don't think that it should be needed. So there will soon be an update for Teams where you can, if you want to share your content from your laptop in a meeting room, you just, in Windows, in the Teams application, you just push share content, and then you will automatically share that directly into that meeting. So, then again, the HDMI will be less needed when we look into those updates coming. But again, this is an update from Microsoft because they are the one controlling what should be done in the Teams application. And I'm not putting my head here to say exactly when it's coming, but it's confirmed that it will be coming.
Great, thank you. That was the 2 questions so far.
Great. So to handle all these kind of meeting rooms, it's really important, that you don't have to physically go into each and every meeting room to do changes to create setups, or if any issue happens, it would be much better to have that possibility to do it remotely. So we have launched the ThinkSmart Manager quite a while ago, but we have been updating a lot of things on this, and we are waiting for one update more. Of course, there will be many new updates and new functionalities, but there's one who will be launched this week, next week, something like that, who will give even more options and more possibilities to control your meeting room. So, but what the ThinkSmart Manager does, and I will do a short live demo of that, but it is a cloud-based solution where it can help you both during the installation of the meeting room, to remote the meeting room afterwards, and to get a lot of statistics from that. Looking into the whole warranty and support, then all products in our lineup is having the 3 years warranty. So we have also added Premier support to that. This means that, in Lenovo, Premier support is an add-on to all our laptops for business. So it's something that you would like to add if you want to have really skilled technician guys troubleshooting and trying to solve the solution with you. But on our smart office products, this is just included whenever you purchase one of the products. If the guys on the hotline or in the Premier support is not able to solve the issue, then on the hub and the core system, we will have on-site support. So we will send out a technician to, if the processor or something like is broken, then we will fix it on location. On the camera and the bar, we instead of sending out a guy, we will just send out a new camera or a new sound bar to be replaced if the technician guys is not able to solve the issue on the phone. So a really fantastic support. And again, this is a Think product in the Lenovo family, and Think branded is the highest brand within Lenovo. This also means that this is the brand that is included in what we call Think countries. So all these products here are available in 180 countries around the world, and it's the same support, it's the same warranty all over. So, if you are selling hardware to Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Baltics, Canada, Greenland, Australia, South Africa, it doesn't matter. It's the same products, it's the same warranty. It's super easy to administrate and to handle afterwards. On top of the regular warranty, we do have our professional services that we can add on top of that. This is part numbers that, again, you can purchase directly from Also, and then you can put your margin on top and sell it to the customer. One thing that is important to know is that on the ThinkSmart Hub, none of these services here is included. But if you choose the core system, then the maintain service and the deploy service is a part of the product. So the deploy service, what it basically means is that if customer or you as a partner have any issues setting up the system or configuring the Teams account or anything, then we are there to assist you, to help you, oh, it's because your network, you have to open for these ports in the firewall, or you need to do this in PowerShell to create the right account settings and stuff like that. Then, we are there to help you and to support both you and the customer. The maintain is on top of our regular warranty. This is where even if it's not a hardware failure, we will continue assisting you and the customer there. So if the customers have done weird stuff in Windows, because that happens, then we are there again to help them reinstall the device, go into the BIOS, do changings in there, and so on. So we can help with all that. We can also perform training. We can help you design the meeting room, what kind of gears should be installed and what should not. And finally, we have what we call full on-site. I think this is quite expensive, I will admit that, but if you have a customer who have a remote office in Canada and you don't want to go there and do the installation yourself, but you would like to provide the service for the customer, then you can sell a full on-site support. Then a Lenovo guy will go to the customer in Canada, do the full installation, also mounting the display on the wall, do the cabling, installing the hub or the core solution, etc. So you will get that like one technician guy for a full day. So we have that possibility for you. If we look into, when I started 3 years ago, it was me and a colleague in UK. We were the two first starting up the EMEA business in here. And per 1st of October, we reached 25 persons around EMEA, only working full-time on smart collaboration products and solutions. So huge expansion, and this is really a top of mind key area for Lenovo. So we are expanding our portfolio widely. We went from one product 3 years ago. I think we have like 14 different hardware solutions today. We have a lot of software solution. We have a lot of services, support, warranty. So we have been growing and building this whole collaboration landscape together. And as it is, within those 25 people working with this in EMEA, we also have 3 technologists. So 3 experts who comes from the business, who have worked in AV for many years and know all technical details. So if you are having any challenges out there, either with the product, with questions, with customer landscaping, anything, then you can reach out to us and we are there to support you. And our technologists are there to assist as well. So just before ending the PowerPoint part of the presentation, I just want to let you know that from right now and until end of December, we are running this promotion together with Also. So what you see is basically the hub, but what you also will see is that the bottom one here is including the ThinkSmart Cam. So you get a full meeting room solution at the price level approximately the same as the hub as a standalone. So this promotion here, a bundle here, is available right now. And to get a full meeting room solution, I know this is in Danish kroner, but to get a full meeting room solution for your partners out there at this amount here, this is less than 2,000 euro, then I mean, that is, I don't think that you are able to create a full meeting room solution like this with any other vendors. So be aware that this promotion is up and running right now. Then I would like to stop presenting PowerPoint here and I will actually stop presenting my screen and shift into my second cam. So Anders, can you confirm that I am on quite full screen right now?
Yes, you are.
Fantastic. Or it depends on what eyes was looking at it. So I have just changed my my own cam into my ThinkSmart Cam. So as I said, I was working from home, so this is my living room, and I just want to show you the products and do some live demonstration on how the camera actually works. Right now, I have turned on what we call picture-in-picture. This is a mode where up in the top corner, you will see a small square. Of course, this can be turned off if you don't like it. But when I start moving around in here, you will be able to see that, you know, the small picture up there is always showing the full room. And then when I'm moving around, the camera, the big picture will follow me. So just quickly to explain, you know, this is if this was a meeting room, right now I am sitting approximately 50 centimeters from the cam, so I can touch the lens from here, sitting on the side of the table. So it works in quite small meeting rooms where people are close to the display, because it has quite wide angle in capturing the video. And then I will start moving around. And again, since I was working from home, I probably have a small dog that will like to have fun with me when I'm walking around here. She usually does. But the camera is right now set to auto tracking, so it will follow me moving around the house or the living room here. So even if I move like quite to this side here, the camera will detect me and it will keep following me, even if I go to the other side. If I had 5-10 persons in this sitting around the table, of course, it will make aware that those persons are there and keep all of us in the picture. The camera here is certified up to 8.5 meters, and I will be at 8 meters approximately here. So what I'm using right now is the camera, of course, but I'm also using the ThinkSmart Bar. And the microphones in the ThinkSmart Bar is just like the camera, certified for 8.5 meters. But I would like to do just to try to test the pickup range for those microphones on the bar. I cannot go further this way, so I will have to go behind that wall, and I will just keep talking, and then you will be able to hear how well the microphones pick up my voice, even in, I mean, this is definitely not a meeting room solution with a wall inside, but this is the best we can do here. So I will be moving 9 and 10, 11, 12 meters away right now. So at this point, I'm speaking with the same voice level as I was when I was 50 centimeters away. And I am, you know, hopefully you are able to hear exactly the same voice level as before, or at least very close to it. I will start coming closer again. So now I'm at 10, I'm at 9 meters, and here I am at 8 meters. The camera should pick me up again, quite fast, zoom into me as it sees me, and then, you know, again, keep tracking when I'm moving around in that meeting room. So this is, I mean, this is basically how the camera works, with that smooth following me around. The microphones in the speaker bar, hopefully, because I cannot hear it myself, but hopefully the sound quality, even that I was placed in a weird situation or a weird place, it should be capturing my voice level extremely well. So yeah, that's hopefully that was the result of it. So what you see here on my table is that right here we have the display for the ThinkSmart Core system, and I will try to keep it quite close here. So you have the foot here, and you have the USB-C cabling behind this red door here, where the cable is attached. You will see that there's a small screw, and you can take that out, and then you are able to replace the USB-C cable with a 15-meter cable. So it can be placed like this on the table, where it is quite flat here, but again, easily you can mount it like this, so it will be much more upright position. The customer decides themselves, and they can just do the changes as they want. The ThinkSmart Cam that we tested, I have it right here. So it's on the side as a size of a hand, approximately. It has the small clips right here, so it can be attached on top of the screen. It also have the magnet, as I mentioned here in the bottom, that will stick directly onto the bar. The core compute itself, we have it right here. So this one is connected at the moment, so that's why I'm not able to take it even closer here. But in the back end, you see we have the lid where you can do all the cabling, can be closed down and securely attached as well. And on the side, our good friend, the ThinkSmart Hub. So this one, since it's not that easy to move around, but then you have the possibility to turn the screen around so it can be used from any location in that meeting room. Also, we have the small mic pod. So this is also, not too big, just can fit in my hand. And this one is included with 6-meter cable from the bar to the first microphone. And then you will daisy chain from this microphone to the second microphone. I was not using microphones on this demo before. I was only using the built-in microphones in the bar. The ThinkSmart Bar, since I'm using this one right now, it's not that easy to show, but I will just do a small showing here. So it's 80 centimeters wide, which means that it fits basically under a 46-inch display in the lens. So it has the USB connection and the power connection on the behind, and also wall brackets to be mounted here on the back side. Hopefully it doesn't make too much noise. If any customers are requesting a bring your own device solution, then we know that our camera have a USB connection, our bar have a USB connection, and if they don't want to use 2 USB cables, then we have another solution for that. So what we are doing is we are adding this ThinkSmart. Let me just see here. Oh, sorry, not ThinkSmart, dock. So we have right here the camera and the bar connected. I have my screen connected as well. Then I have my my power supply and my USB connector for my laptop. So this makes it possible for me, and I'm using the 10-meter cables from the camera into the dock, and also 10-meter cable from the dock and into my PC. So basically 20-meter cabling in one USB cable on my laptop for sharing, and I have my microphones, my speakers, my cameras, and my display attached, and everything is working through that single USB. So, I mean, if you are there to bring your own device solutions for your customers, then this is the way to do it with our Lenovo products. And then you will not need both a USB and a HDMI cable, only having one single USB to drive everything. Let me share my screen again so we can run through the ThinkSmart Manager. And one thing here is that it's important also to know that the ThinkSmart Manager software and platform here is free, so customers can download this. You can download this. It doesn't cost anything. It comes in 2 different versions: standard and premium. And the premium version, of course, that one have a license, and the license price is around $100 a year. So If you compare that with other solutions, still fairly cheap. If it works both together with the hub and with the core solution. With the core solution, when you buy that, just like we added the deploy and the maintenance service on the core, we also included 1 year premium software license when you buy the core solution. So you have these 3 upgrades included in the ThinkSmart Core. If you're using the hub, then you would need to either use the free version or to upgrade to premium. So let me start just by showing one of the premium features, which is the performance sheet here. So what this basically does is that it's using the information from the camera inside the meeting rooms. So right here, I will be able to see, okay, how many people have been using this meeting room. So this date, only 1 person. Then I used it on a fair for a few days, so I have multiple persons. And then I haven't used it for a while, and again, used it here in a room where we were 4 persons. So I'll be able to get these kind of statistics. I can always export this data, so I can use it for more relevant stuff as well. I also have this room utilization here, where we can see how many minutes have this meeting room been in a meeting, and also how many meetings have been held in that meeting room per day. So this can as well be exported as a data. So, if you are wondering how to build your meeting rooms, are they used the right way, and so on, then the software will help you get an overview of that. So this is the premium. You need to have the premium license to get that, but just to have this top where you can see the devices and stuff like this is part of the free version. So basically, when you are out at customer sites doing an installation, then when you are done doing the cabling and power, network, HDMI, and so on, then you turn on the device for the first time. There will be a QR code there that you can scan with your mobile device, because we also have a mobile application for this, both for Android and for iOS. And then you scan your device, and it will automatically go into here where you have your device manager. So as you can see right now, my core solution is online. My hub is not turned on, so it shows as offline. But I can easily click that one. Then I go in here and I have the information window, so I can see all details on the system and etc. The first thing I want to do after installing the device physically at customer site, I would, if you don't have to set up the account and everything, password, stuff like that on site, you can do everything from in here. So you easily set up what account should be used, what is the password, what should be the name of the meeting room, etc. here. So all these things, you can set it up in the software. Just push the save button and it will be saved through the cloud on the device in that location. If you don't want to use Ethernet but want to connect to a Wi-Fi, you can do that. If you need to upload certificates for the device to be able to access to the company network and stuff like that, that is possible to do from here as well. You can do it from one device, or you can easily apply to all devices, and then all the devices in installation will get this information. On this hardware side, we have different security stuff that you can open or shut down the USB ports on your device. This is the default settings, and this is how we recommend they stay. So you can add audio, cameras, keyboard, and mouse, but you are not able to put in USB memory sticks or stuff like that to get out data from the device. Finally, we also have the Windows Remote Desktop, and that will actually be coming. This was the update that will be launched this week, next week. So we will have a new function up here saying vPro. And what vPro actually does is that we access the device in the meeting room. So basically, we will have a exact copy of the screen on the device in the meeting room right below here, and then you can access menus from here. You can use the device just as if you were sitting right in front of it. Go into the windows, go into the settings, change the settings on the device, and all these kind of things. Another super important thing here is the update part. This is the standard running Windows Update, doing it from Monday to Friday after 6 p.m. and until 7 in the morning. If Microsoft push out an update that doesn't work 100%, and I'm not saying they're doing that, but it has happened before, then we have also added this rollback software button. So if you have meeting room devices that doesn't work, then apply to all devices, rollback software, or if it's only one, of course, then you just do it on that one. And then you will go back to the previous version of the software. Then when you have configured this device and you have set the updates, I mean, you can set it to manual update as well if you prefer to do that. But both the camera and the bar, you don't need to manually update the firmware on the camera and the bar. When they are attached to either the hub or the core solution, they will automatically be updated through Windows Update. So like many other vendors, you have to configure and update the firmware yourself. Here, it will be done automatically through Windows Update. So going into the device once again, here on the information sheet, you can also see exactly what has been connected to the device. So here it's just the controller and the camera, but I can access the camera here, and here I can control what should be on, what should be off on that camera. So I can turn on and off the picture-in-picture. I can turn off people count if I don't like that. I can, we have something called whiteboard recognition as well built in. This enables the camera to see if there's a whiteboard in the meeting room. And if you move up in front of that whiteboard, then it will just, by the zooming, it will make sure that both you and the whiteboard is within the picture. After you have done the settings you want, you easily just click the save button, and then the configuration saved successfully directly on the cam and will stay like this afterwards. On the premium solution, we also have a bulk restart. So all the devices settings in here, you can do that with the standard version, so the free version. But the bulk restart is part of premium. This is where you can set all devices to reboot every night between some point to make sure any compute likes to be rebooted. But again, it works fine without, but you can do it. In the issues here, you will be able to see history on what kind of issues have we open right now, what have been fixed. You can do statistics on that as well. You can also add different users. So during the summer, we will have an update available, which for this software who makes it more partner friendly, I would say. So if you as a partner want to sell this as a service, there will be a version of the software where you can much easier than today put your customer in different groups and monitor them and get the alerts from them into your account if something goes wrong. But as it is today, the customer will probably own the software, but they can add you as an administrator very easily, pop in your mail account and then invite you into the manager, and you will be able to configure their devices and to maintain them and stuff like that. Here under administration, we have the license management. So when you have a premium license, then you can assign it to a device, just like I have done here with a trial license. But I can also remove it from this device, and then I will be able to attach it to any other device that I have. So the license is not locked into a specific product. They can be moved around just like customer feels like. Our final thing that I will show today is the notifications area. This is also a super thing that is partly part of the free version. So here, if you, for example, would like to get a notification if the meeting room loses any kind of network. So in these kind here you have different events, and everything on top of this, so from no touch panel and up to offline, is part of the free version. But if you want to go down here and do the
the Logitech part, because we have, a integration with Logitech Sync software, so we also can manage the Logitech cameras, so like the Rally Cam and the Meetup Cam. If someone is using those, then we can manage those and fix that as well. But those up here is part of the free version. So what I want is, if we don't have any network, that means that my device is offline. I will just click this one, and again, I want to receive an email if the meeting room goes offline. Just enter my mail address and push the create notification. And after that, I will always receive an email when my device goes offline. You can do that with all those different kind of things here. There will be more added in the future. And you can also add different mail addresses for different events. So maybe it's not the same person who should be receiving an email if it goes offline as if the camera was taken out of the USB connection. So this was the short introduction of the ThinkSmart Manager. I mean, again, please reach out to me or to also if you want to have more detailed presentations and so on.
Okay, we have one question, Martin.
Yes.
Does ThinkSmart Manager support ThinkSmart Hub 500, the Gen 1?
Yeah,
it does.
And it also supports if you have a Logitech Tab solution based on the Lenovo ThinkSmart PC, then you will also be able to manage that solution as well. So basically, any solution driven by Lenovo ThinkSmart PC will be possible to control.
Okay, great. And it's just on time, 10:59, 1 minute before closing time. So thank you, Martin, for the thorough walkthrough here. If you have any questions, please reach out to your local also contacts in Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and we will help you, or you can reach out to Martin as well, of course. So thank you very much for your time. Hope to see you sometime soon, maybe in real life or something. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.